That was actually a sick album. Distant Relatives.
Yeah. Distant Relatives was a sick one. Okay, so to start off the show, just start from over there. And then I'm going to introduce you. Like you walk onto the show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of Come On Now. I'm your host, James Cummins, and today I'm welcoming a very special guest to the show. He's the creator of the Immigrant Section and just toured Canada for stand-up comedy. You might have seen him in some TV shows and some commercials. Welcome to the show, Abbas Wahab. Oh, he's taking a piss. Yes. And I can hear it. I don't know if it's coming through on the mic, but he asked me to leave the door open, and I think it's just so I could hear him piss. And it's not that impressive, you know what I mean? I do like, sometimes I've had like a strong piss going, or like I knew I was going to have, like let it out like a waterfall, and I'll leave the door open just so I can be like, hey everybody, listen to what sound my dick just made. His was, it wasn't a quiet stream, but it wasn't
what are you saying?
It wasn't a babbling brook though. So yeah. Just so we know,
that stream was nice, bro.
I know you're unhappy.
Just got the acoustics in here. You couldn't pick up on the power of it, bro.
You felt like it was powerful?
Yeah, it was semi-powerful.
Well, speaking of picking up on the power of things, I will tell you that mic. So the little trick with that one, see that thing in the back?
It doesn't work. That's a little trick.
No, that's
line up with that?
No, the opposite. Line up. That's the back.
Gotcha.
So you're yeah. However,
I'm right there with you, Playboy.
Now you're good.
Let's get it.
I like that you're wearing sunglasses. I feel like I should have a pair of sunglasses on too now.
I'm gonna probably take them off in like 5 minutes.
Well, either way.
Every time I have a rapper on my podcast, they somehow manage to keep that shit on the whole episode. It blows my mind.
Give me 1 second. Let me see if I have a pair quick. I've worn sunglasses in a while.
No one wants to watch a podcast when both motherfuckers are wearing sunglasses. We're too cool for the viewers, you know? You can't see me, nigga. You don't know where my eyes are, you know? I feel like rappers just do that because they smoke right before whatever the interview is.
Also, it does make you feel cool.
It does, absolutely.
It's, I don't know, comedians, they don't do it too often. Me and Rahil used to do it every once in a while. And one of our best episodes ever was a sunglasses episode.
Fuck. All right, let's go.
So the way, the running gag with sunglasses especially, is when you're going to say something very intense, like you're about to drop the bomb on
like
somebody.
you take them off? Yeah, hell yeah, of course. Where did that start off with, like David Hasselhoff or some shit, some old show?
I know CSI Miami used to do it, but I think he would put his on, and then it would go. He'd be so.
Looks like they puts it on.
Yeah, let's say we find a dead
sizzled up.
We find a dead body.
It's near a barbecue.
Near a barbecue.
Yeah,
and
looks like they're overdone.
Right. He's like, looks like he's well done.
Yeah. And then it's like a guitar riff.
But I think he would put them on. Yeah. He would be looking at the dead body. Let's say now it's in a freezer. Somebody left a dead body in a freezer, and it's like, looks like this guy's got freezer burn. Yeah. And that wasn't that smooth of a line though. No. Looks like he's got freezer burn.
I hooked you up with well done. Just be happy with that.
Wait, I got you on.
I alley-ooped you.
Finds a guy in a freezer, and he's like, this case looks like it's gone cold. Yeah. Yeah, when you're a detective, you want a warm case. You want to be hot on the trail. If anything's gone cold, you're not. Do you know that most murders are solved in 48 hours, or they're just not solved at all?
Isn't that whole show?
The first 48
or whatever. Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but they say it at the beginning. There's
I can see it.
16,000 murders a year, and
when you say solved, you mean they caught the bad guy too, or they know who the bad guy is?
I think they know who the bad guy is. Sometimes I guess they don't catch him if a guy gets the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, exactly.
But pretty much,
hours, you could be anywhere.
If you kill somebody and they haven't caught you in 48 hours, like,
you're good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make moves. You know, just keep moving. I think that's the key of it. Just keep fucking moving. Get on a Greyhound. You don't know where it's going, and just
don't commit any other crimes.
That's key.
That's key.
That's the most key part, if anything.
I seen an episode where, like, it was like a long episode of the first 48, where to the point where like they're going like 3 months later or something, and the guy committed another crime somewhere else.
Same way. That's the key is don't do the same thing same way.
We got his DNA.
Yeah, like if you did murder, you could shoplift all day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little assault, all day.
Yeah.
Another murder, same type of fucking MO. You're a dumbass. You're going down.
Yeah,
Now they got 2 dots. They're connected. Now they got a map because I feel like every detective has a map, and it's they just need a second dot to fucking draw that line, bro. And once they draw that line, you're fucked.
They got the pin board with springs on it, with strings.
You need 2 lines to connect the string, right? Or 2 dots. You're fucked. Once they have a string on that bitch, it's over.
Yeah, connecting dots.
Keep it 1 dot, baby. You know, isolated event. That's how you get away with it. I've thought about this shit too, because like I have a clean record, and I've had like, you know, I was in the military for a bit. So in my mind, I'm like, I got 1 good crime, you know, where it's like my lawyer could build a great case, right? Like this guy, he was a public servant, never did a thing, you know. I got murder. I got 1 major crime in me where society's gonna be like, not this guy, right? And then the second one, obviously, you got 1. Everyone's got 1 that has a clean record, and like, especially if they were like, I feel like something about that military. They just show a picture of me in my fucking uniform 15 years ago.
Do you think so in Canada?
I think so, 100%.
I don't know. Like in America, I feel like they really respect the military, and they'll be like, he put on for the country. We have to give him a break or whatever. But I don't know in Canada.
No, in Canada too. Trust me. I try to do military jokes. I always feel people get tense up when I bring military up.
Yeah, they're not,
because they're like, please don't make a joke that makes fun of the military.
Oh,
because,
okay.
You know what I mean? Because we have to support them fucking unconditionally. So please don't shit on them. Kind of. That's the vibe. And then when you shit on them in a funny way, they laugh. But you feel that like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if I'm a detective solving cases and I find out one of the suspects used to be in the military, I don't know if that makes him less of a suspect.
Well, what's the nature of the crime?
If it's a violent crime, I'm going to be like,
if it's a war,
he's literally
like
been taught
crime,
to kill people.
Yeah, exactly. If he killed an Arab guy, you're like, I don't know, this guy's been fucking, he's pretty trained.
If somebody got shot with a sniper rifle
from 2 kilometers away, and he was a sniper in the military, it's open and shut case.
It says here he was pretty good with that sniper.
But I was serving my country.
Did you have a weapon of choice?
We only had the M16. It's boot camp, you know. It's Navy. It's Naval Reserves. You do boot camp, and then it's just Boy Scouts after that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What badges did you get?
None of them, bro. I 6 years, I was the lowest rank.
Were you actually?
Yeah. That's why I ended up pretty much getting kicked out.
Did you put that in your bio?
Hell no.
Comedy bio? Lowest rank in the Navy?
For 6 years. And you know what the rank was?
What?
Ordinary seaman.
Ordinary seaman. Yeah.
Enjoy that. That's all for you.
Right. Yeah.
Dished out right there.
It looks like you find a girl, a victim. She was obviously fucked before he got murdered.
And there's nothing special about this cum at all.
It looks like she's a victim of an ordinary seaman.
However, it fucking ended up going.
Yeah, great song though.
I don't even know what song it is, by the way.
Yeah.
What is that? Who is that?
I think it's the Guess Who actually.
By the Who?
The Guess Who.
I don't know who that is.
So there's the Who from UK, and then there's the Guess Who from Canada who sings "Taking Care of Business Every Day." I don't know if they're the ones that sing that. Should I look it up? Do we want to know that bad?
No one. Yeah.
You don't really care, eh?
Yeah.
So you were a bad Navy student, but you were a good student.
Yes, I was.
What was your best subject?
Exemplary. Bro, all of them, bro.
All of them?
Yeah, bitches.
Did you
bro? I was AP Advanced Placement on the bitches course. You know what I'm talking
about? You were Advanced Placement on bitches?
Yeah, bro.
I didn't take that class,
bro. Yeah,
we didn't have bitches.
That's how Advanced Placement you were, bro.
Yeah.
That's the real advanced people.
Damn.
That's the gifted.
Did you ever go to summer school?
Bro, I went to summer school. I forget 2 or 3 times, but I did it to take courses the next year's courses.
Oh wow, I hated people like you.
Yeah, for sure.
Clogging up my summer school
for dumbasses. Yeah, this was supposed to be for dumbasses. What the fuck's with this guy?
Yeah. I'd be there trying to get my grade 10 credit, and there's a grade 9 in there, like getting advancement on it. I went every year. Grade 9 I went for English, grade 10 math, grade 11 math, grade 12 English.
Because, you know, my fucking, my parents convinced me that the coolest thing possible would be to finish early.
And did you?
I was about to finish early. Like, I was set up to finish early. But then I was like, what am I doing? I would have broken my back. The last year I would have to do night school, too.
Yeah.
With I would have broken my back just to get to university faster and rinse and repeat. So I was like, fuck that. I had final semester of grade 12, I had 4 spares. I had no high school. I was just chilling. I was working at Best Buy, just fucking watching Fresh Prince and Dragon Ball Z, chilling.
At Best Buy?
Not home. Oh. They wouldn't give me full time. That's actually why I joined the Navy, because they wouldn't give me full time hours. And my buddy's like, "Yo, join up." He was in the Navy, and boot camp is $6,000 in 9 weeks. So I was like, "I'll join. I'll make $6,000, and I'll quit." That was the plan.
And is that what you did?
No. By the time you finish 9 weeks, it's like cult. They break you like a cult, right? So they broke us, bro. We fucking made it at the end where I'm like, "Oh, we made it. We finished boot camp." So I stayed in 6 years just because I was too embarrassed to quit.
Damn, 6 years.
Yeah. But it's Navy. It's reserves. You show up once a week, put on a little uniform.
This is 19 to like 25?
17 to 24, 17 to 23.
And then you started comedy right after? Or
I started comedy. So I left the Navy when I moved to the States to do engineering. And after 2 years of just doing engineering, I hated my life. And that last year of doing engineering, I would do open mics at night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
Double up, bro. I would take the modafinil, which is like, you remember that movie Limitless? That pill in real life, my buddy, the way he sold it to me, was called modafinil. In the States, you can just get it. In Canada, you got to prescribe it. But very light Adderall type of shit.
Yeah.
So every day, because I hated the work and it was like fucking engineering work, I would take it every morning. And then at 6, I would roll a joint in the car and drive into the city to do open mics. It was like, turn on, turn off, you know, every day.
And was that good, that modafinil? Would you recommend it?
Yeah, bro, it was good for years. And then I still have a bunch, but I tried it one time and I think because it's like nothing happened.
Yeah, I tried doing it was some kind of ADD medication. What's like one of the big brands?
Ritalin, Adderall, Concerta.
I tried Adderall, and I was like,
That's too hardcore though.
Well, it didn't really work good for me. Like I was like, oh, let me do this and I'll clean my room. I really needed to clean my room and read something. I ended up like putting a couple things away and then watching porn.
Yeah, but could you come?
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah. No, I can't come on Adderall. Yeah. I would fucking jerk off for like an hour and a half. And finally, but like it's beginning to be painful because like you're just trying to get it out.
Yeah.
Finally get it out and you just fuck it. Because you can't sleep. It's like a 12-hour thing. It's like acid a little bit.
Yeah.
It's too like... That's why I didn't fuck with it. Modafinil's way lighter. It's sick. Yo, shout out to modafinil. If you're out there watching this shit, you guys... You killed it, man.
Yeah.
Good
Enter promo code. Come on now. We're working on a
promo
sponsor.
code Jammy or Cummins, I guess. Huh?
Cummins, yeah.
You coming?
You coming? Not on this, you are.
Yeah, not on Adderall, but with modafinil, you busting.
True. No? So you came
Cut
on
that. Modafinil is Gucci, bro. You're like it's that 30% boost. Adderall is like 100% focused. Fucking, you're not social. You can't come. You're weird on. I don't have crazy ADD. Some people do, and Adderall just levels them out. For me, it just fucking makes me like autistic a little bit.
Really?
I'm assuming autistic people can't come, you know.
Oh, I think they can.
Yeah, they not hard. That's why they keep propagating.
Yeah, autistic. There's more and more autistic people.
Exactly, they're busting. You know.
Yeah, they're spreading.
They took the bitches course. You know, they know.
They took the bitches course.
Yeah. What would you make eye contact? I'm like, ugh.
What's lesson 1 in bitches 101? Today's class, we're joined by one of our former students. He was in advanced placement. And now he's out there conquering the world of bitches. He's gonna have to say a couple words to you guys today. Abbas Wahab.
All right, everybody. Remember, bitches love kind of assholes, not full assholes. Kind of assholes. You make fun of them when they get hurt. You play it off like it was a joke. Come on, babe. Just fuck with you. And then it triggers their insecurity. Now your confidence is up. This is bitches 101, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
So sometimes like you meet a girl and you say like some sly shit to her, a little bit insulting. You win her over, and then you're with her for a bit, and then all you do is say sweet things to her because now you love her. But like then some other guy says something mean to her, and then she's like, "Oh, I kind of miss this."
Oh shit! Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
So sometimes you have to remind yourself to say a mean thing to a girl every once in a while.
Exactly. That's why right before I got here, I called my girl. I told her, "Remember, you're nothing. I'll see you in a couple hours." And I pulled up. Sometimes you have to. You know, I was too nice this morning. I kissed her and everything, right?
You kissed her and everything.
You gotta play. You know, you gotta balance it out. You know what I mean? You gotta balance it out.
Yeah, I find I'm too nice. I'm a sweet guy.
Yeah, that's why you're in this bitch solo as fuck, bro. I'm trying to help you out, homie.
Right.
Yo, I'm trying to put a baby crib in this room. You understand what I'm saying? Bitches 101.
Yeah. So if any of you dumb bitches want to come clean my plates in my sink right now,
and conceive.
But I don't think I have room for a baby in here.
Yeah, I know.
I'd have to fucking lose the studio.
God forbid. You know what I mean? Yeah. What are you gonna do with all these fucking vinyls that I know you never had the vinyls for them?
I do.
You just went to somewhere and
I have the vinyls.
You do? Do you have a player here?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to hear?
I thought you were a pure poser.
It would take me a while to find them because I haven't labeled everything because I just took them out.
Black circles, huh?
Yeah. Which any of these albums you've listened to?
I actually have like 4 of these on vinyl, 4 or 5 of them.
I like this one just because it's a girl with whipped cream on her tits. So
I don't know if I even heard that. Tijuana Brass?
Yeah.
Whipped cream and other delights. Okay. Oh, she's covered in it. I thought that was a dress at first.
Yeah, that's what they want you to
She got bukkake, huh?
No, it's whipped
That's
cream
the original.
and other
Yeah,
delights.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
You were admiring Elvis, Let's Be Friends. What do you think about Elvis stealing from black people? You think that's okay or what?
Hey, if he's not gonna, everyone else is gonna, right?
He did a great job
He pioneered it. He's like, these guys are talented as fuck and no one is taking their shit.
Yeah.
He was the first to steal from them.
Well, they weren't allowed to play for like white audiences yet, so he's like somebody needs to deliver the goods.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm doing you guys a favor.
Yeah,
I'm introing them into your vibes and and style. Guys, trust me, it's gonna be way easier for you now. This is what he's telling them. They're like, oh, I don't know, man. Trust me.
Moving those hips.
Yeah. I never watched that Elvis movie. Watch it?
No.
It's supposed to be great.
Is it? I started watching it and I think I fell asleep during it.
I downloaded it for a flight and just never took my laptop out.
What's your favorite like biopic of an artist, like a musician?
Bro, I like that Queen movie. I
didn't watch that one either.
That was solid.
I think it's called Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that what it's called?
About Freddie Mercury?
Yeah.
It might just be called Bohemian or Rhapsody or something like that. I don't know. But like that one was good. I don't think there was a Prince. Was there a Prince one? I don't think I saw a Prince one. I didn't watch the Tupac one.
Wasn't that good?
I didn't watch because I could tell. It's same with the Biggie one.
The Biggie one's good.
Biggie one's good?
I like the Biggie one.
The NWA one was awesome.
NWA one's great.
That one was great, dude.
The Doors one's good.
With what's his name, Morrison?
Jim Morrison.
Yeah, I never listened to him that much.
Baby. If you like Acid, good one. And also that's just a good.
Well, that
movie.
was like Grateful. Acid was Grateful Dead, right?
Acid was the Doors. Opening the doors of your mind is what their whole band's based off.
Oh, right. I thought that was Grateful Dead was cornering that whole like
well,
LSD
they definitely
market.
I don't really know what songs
aren't they
have,
before the Doors? Grateful Dead?
Before, after, during, probably. Like Grateful Dead's been around a long time.
That's what I'm saying.
But the Doors they were way back too.
They're 60s, right?
On here. 60s, yeah, 60s. I love the Johnny Cash one. Walk the Line's great.
Was Walk the Line the funny one?
No, that's Walk Hard.
That one was fucking hilarious.
Love that.
You don't want to fuck with this shit. You don't want none of this shit.
Yeah, every drug.
Yeah, exactly.
The first one's weed. It's like, yeah.
You don't want to play with.
You don't want no part of this shit, Dewey Cox.
Yeah.
It turns all your bad feelings into good feelings. Well,
what?
It's like it makes sex better.
Yeah. You don't want no part of this. It's like, okay.
Give me some of that shit.
Walk the Line does the non-funny one, right?
Non-funny one.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix. I think he might have won an Oscar for it.
I checked. I was in Nashville. I checked at the Johnny Cash Museum.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. They got his guitars and shit. He's got a sick voice, you know?
He got a sick voice.
I love hearing him in the interviews. It's raspy as a motherfucker. That's the only thing that ever made me feel like I want to...
Be white?
Not be white. Thank you for...
Have you ever wanted to be white?
You know, at times, you know.
Has there been a
the
time?
border, pull over. Yeah,
True,
of course.
true.
Hell yeah. Very applicable. But like smoke cigarettes. I wish I could... I just can't... I don't know. I just can't smoke cigarettes.
I've smoked like 5 cigarettes in my life.
Yeah.
And the first 3 were just like trying to like talk to a pretty girl outside of a club or something. Like, oh.
But I always cough, so it never works.
Yeah.
Bitches 101. They're like, can you smoke a cigarette? Yes. Then do it. It'll help outside. But if you can't, that shit will backfire hard as fuck.
Yeah,
you
they
cough
see you,
after
they see you smoking it like a spliff instead.
Yo, so what do you... Yeah, you're done. Yeah. Bitch, you're not that fine. Like you're done. Now you coughed and you're an asshole. That's when it backfires on you hard. Now you're just a fucking loser.
The first cigarette I ever smoked in my life, I was at a friend's party. I got really drunk and like puked up a storm. I was out of the party for like an hour and a half, and then I finally like regained myself, came back downstairs, grabbed a beer or whatever, and somebody's like, "Hey, you want a cigarette?" And I'm like, "Yeah, give me a cigarette." And I took like 2 puffs of it, and I'm like, "Why am I smoking a cigarette right now?" And I just threw it away.
If I drink a lot of whiskey, I'll have a cigarette because my throat's already burned, so it goes down easy. Otherwise, I've tried. In 12 years, I've probably had over 100 cigarettes. I can't smoke a cigarette without coughing. My body rejects the nicotine every fucking time. But when I hear Johnny Cash, I'm like, fuck. I wish I could just have 4 or 5 years of my life where I smoke a pack a day, get some decibels and bass in my voice, and then go off of it, for the sake of
no
lung
raspiness.
cancer. Yeah, just be like, something to it, right?
Yeah, it would change your act though.
Fuck it, I'm open to it, bro.
You're open
give me that bass, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I got too much of that. I edit my audio and I hit the high tones. I'm like,
you put some bass in it?
I do some
editing.
I'm tweaking with the low end, I'm fucking bringing that shit up.
Yeah, you end up sounding like Barry White.
I'm like,
Barry White.
So tell me about
That's a guy that needs a biopic. Do you know Barry White? He has a pretty interesting
my
story.
darling, I can't get enough YOLO, baby.
Yeah.
All these guys are sick, but there's a level of depth where the whole conversation just becomes your voice. That's not what I want. I just want to have a raspier voice.
Okay.
If you have James Earl Jones' voice, the whole conversation is just going to be, dude, your voice.
Yeah.
Yo, your voice.
But then you become...
Then it became.
And you're like, what the fuck, bro?
You voice over everything now.
Yeah,
Everyone's like, please.
yeah.
Announce my child's birth.
I don't need a voice that's going to stop the room for everyone to talk about the... You ever be talking to a girl and some other guy comes in that she's more interested in and she's talking to you, but clearly her attention's over there?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure this has happened too.
Dude, one time I was at a bar. I went to the smoke section. I'm talking to a girl. And I remember there was this tall guy there. And we're still talking. But then another tall guy comes to the smoke section. And these 2 tall guys start talking about height. I've never seen anything like it. He goes 6'7". 6, and the one who's sitting is 6'9", I think. And he's like, yeah, doors become a problem and he stands up, and now these tall motherfuckers are literally talking about height, and this girl is just like she literally just physically moved and was just watching these towers talk, and I backed slowly into the night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't have the fucking inches to deal in this conversation.
How tall are you?
Like 5'11".
So you're like 5'9"?
Yeah, exactly. It's a myth, by the way. If you were 5'11", you'd say you're 6 foot, right?
That's what everyone says. Yeah.
That's the
because
myth.
I got challenged on it. Like I say, I'm 5'7", and last summer a girl told me, "Oh, you're a small 5'7". So I was like, "What are you talking shit right now?" So I that night I went home and I measured myself against the wall, measuring tape, did it top of my head, barefoot. And I was just over 5'7", and I started celebrating. I'm like, yeah, I'm 5'7". I was lying.
She was fucking with your fucking.
What about
She went to Bros 101.
Bros 101.
She was fucking with your shit, bro.
Yeah. She was negging me.
You've been looking for ever since, I bet.
But either way, after 5-10 seconds of celebrating that I was right, I was like, there's nothing to celebrate here.
Yeah. You call your closest friends. I'm really 5'7".
Yeah. But now, on dating apps, I don't know what to put because every girl assumes that a guy's lying. So when I put 5'7", they think I'm probably 5'5". So to be 5'7" on a dating app, you have to say you're 5'9", and they're like, okay, he's 5'7", whatever.
So then say you're 5'6", because then if you get him, you're fucking winning.
Oh, I'm above it.
Yeah, exactly. Say you're a little shorter, so you're winning like crazy when you pull up. Because if you can get through at 5'6", right? Yeah. Then you already skipped to step 3.
I should say I'm 4'5".
Yeah, I'm a dwarf.
And then it's because what's the difference? I'm not 6 foot tall. You look at me like a fucking midget anyways. Is that a bad word now?
Nah, fuck it. Let's say it. Midget.
Yeah.
4'5" is a midget. I mean, that's a dwarf. I think lower than 4 is a midget. But the midgets ain't got no problem with it.
Who's bigger, midgets or dwarfs?
That's like saying black people. And some black person being like, it's actually African American. It's like, well,
is it like saying Canada. Black people or is it like saying blacks?
Well, I mean,
because I
think
midget.
I think midget. Who
is,
says midget people?
No, I think short people is black.
No,
people.
It's little people.
African
American is little people. That's the politically correct.
Yeah.
African American, little people. Black people, midgets. I think black people, because no one says blacks like that. Because no one's defending blacks, right? Yeah. In the sense of who says it besides Trump? No one says I have black friends and they don't mind being called blacks. No one's saying that, but they don't mind being called black people. Yeah, as a black person, I can 100% say I prefer to be called black guy than trying to figure out like Sudanese. Don't say Sudanese Canadian. It's like, ugh, just fucking
the black
just
guy.
say black guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Ugh, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. We got glasses on, so what does it matter?
What does it matter?
We got sunglasses on.
Right.
Who's watching this? Who's watching this? Right?
Probably like 20 people.
20? Oh shit!
I don't know.
Cheers.
Who knows? Like sometimes some do it better than others. I have a real star on the show today, so
yeah, yo, you about to get that 32 viewers, bro.
Trying to get that a boss bump.
Bro, I fucking had Nitish on yesterday. We did a podcast.
Yeah.
And
did you get the Nitish bump?
Sometimes I get the Nitish bump. It all depends on what we're talking about. It's topics, with a lot of, and I get a bump with you. You know what I get? I get good retention with you.
Yeah.
People will stay. I may not get a lot of people, but they stay till the end.
I'll tell you what. I'm a great guest.
Yeah, you really are.
I should just go. You know what? I should just start a podcast where
This
I'm
is
just
the complimenting section.
where I'm just a guest on other people's show, and that's my podcast.
I mean, you're already doing that.
No, but that's my where I'm just the guest. I just
It's the
compile
most narcissistic thing.
like when I come to your show, I just set up a camera
Yeah.
and I just record it and I also release it as I'm a guest.
Someone's done that before, by the way. Not that format, but they brought a camera and they're like recording another thing while it's recording. It's too much because they're looking at two kids. Fucking, it's a nightmare, bro. Fuck that. That's why I like audio only a lot of the time.
Right.
But one camera's sick too.
Thanks.
One camera's
This
sick.
is just the lazy way to do it.
But I had Nitty on right when we're chatting before we click record, and he just pulls out the backwoods, rolls a fat blunt, just on brand, and he always does. But usually we'll light it up 30 minutes into it, because I always I'm
smoke it in your house?
useless. Yeah, 100%.
Nice.
My house, bro. Crack the window. I got a window right there, right?
We never smoked it on the podcast when I was at your house. That's crazy.
But bro, it's
I didn't even know that was a lot.
Natisha,
Yeah, true. That's on brand for him.
Yeah, exactly. That's like Snoop Dogg coming to the house pretty much, right? So this time he smoked it and lit it. He's like, Lil Wayne, No Ceilings?
Yeah.
When he's just hitting the lighter in I think it's the interlude, but he's lighting it as I'm introing him. And we start strong, but man, I got real high. Usually I'm like, I feel the peer pressure, so we'll finish the blunt.
Yeah.
This time I was like, I'm done, bro. Like,
All right.
we had killed like 60% of it, but like near the end, I'm just looking at him like, bro, carry the conversation, man. If I could, I've never wanted to tap someone in. Like, I wish that there was another backup comedian, like, yeah, coming on this shit,
Right.
bro. I need to go splash water on my face or some shit.
The first time I ever got too high on stage at a comedy show was because of Natisha's weed too, like that Astro Pink, whatever.
Yeah.
A blunt, like, because I'm used to smoking weed all the time, but like his weed just hits different. Like, and
It's a nice high. If I'm on the couch, his weed's the best weed if I'm chilling.
Right.
But when you're a podcast on stage, it's a performance, right? When you're on that, bro, I was literally like, my anxiety was like, bro, I felt my thigh doing this at some point. I'm like trying to listen to what he's saying. I'm like, well, fuck. I'm thinking about what I'm saying. I'm thinking about how I'm breathing. Right. I'm moving from the mic because I'm like,
yeah.
I was fucked up, dude.
Fuck, man. Oh man, Little Wayne was great back in the day. You brought up Little Wayne.
No Ceilings mixtape, dude. The most quotable thing of life. Me and my friends, we still quote it till this day.
Which one? What were a couple songs on No Ceilings? Because he has so
Swag
many. Like,
surfing, watch my shoes.
surfing.
No ceiling, motherfucker. Good morning. Dick in your mouth while you're on it. We on it.
There was a couple years there where he was releasing like 8 mixtapes a year, like The Drought,
Like the
fucking the
Gucci Man style.
Yeah, man. And I
don't like
remember
that.
one of them. So one of my buddies, like, he would have a ringtone for everyone that calls him, right? And when I found out
too much work.
when I found out what my ringtone was when I called him, I was sad because mine was it was a Lil Wayne song, but it was the only once the drugs are gone, I feel like dying. And I was like,
This is
yo,
who you were to
I'm
him?
like, yeah, I'm like, buddy, I'm like,
Depressed as fuck.
You just picture me just crying in a
Yeah.
corner when I'm calling you.
Yo, it's Jam.
Yeah. But one of our other buddies, he had slob on my knob, so he really disrespected that guy with the ringtone.
Yeah, exactly. We got the depressed guy and the dick rider right
Yeah,
here.
right.
I mean, depressed is not so bad compared to that guy. Huh?
I know, but I guess just because I did drugs, he's like, yeah, because we do drugs together and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm not sad about it.
His girl's like, he's got fucking gold digger.
No, the one girl that would
I
call
want
all
to
the
be
time.
only God can judge me. Like in that, I don't even know this hypothetical person's fucking phone.
Yeah.
But if I knew that my custom tone was Tupac's "Only God Can Judge Me." Yeah,
That's a big ringtone.
that's a sick ringtone.
It's
like the priest.
the girl that would was like on his ass to like become his girlfriend. I remember his ringtone for her was "You say you love me, baby, and I know we should be together." It's a reggae song. I can't wait till the morning come. It's
Should have just
basically
changed it to "Move, bitch, get out the way."
yeah, move,
That's
bitch.
that's
get
how he
out the
told her
way.
he didn't want anything serious. He just updated the ringtone. He's like, "Call me." He just put his phone right there. Just call me.
Get out.
This is
the
how
way.
I communicate.
Here I come. Here I come. Oh, don't jump, bitch. Move. Mystical was sick, but unfortunately, he's had some trouble with women lately. He should have went to Bitches 101 course.
What do you do? He has too many kids?
No.
He's on some Nick Cannon shit? What
Assaults
happened?
and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, he's on that Tyson shit.
Yeah, he was. Well, let's not accuse
Throwback.
Tyson of
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. He's had a couple good decades.
Did
My
you
bad.
watch the Tyson show on Stars, whatever? So
Like Hotboxing, the podcast?
no, there's a like it's
cartoon?
an acting show, like acting out what happened in his life. It's a good show, and I found that they handled the rape case extremely tastefully. They tell his side of the story, they tell her side of the story, and they leave it up to you to decide what happened.
It's like
He wasn't
his
happy
side
with
of the story. He was right into the camera. I wanted it. Now let's hear her side of the story.
Yeah, it was a
Bro,
sticky
every
one.
time these crazy, huge guys like get raped, I'm always so. It's two-sided, right? Because on the one level, it's like, yo, bitches are throwing pussy at me. So I could see how they would be like, what do you mean? Like, just fucking, you should be wanting this. So I can see how you can get a rape case that way. But at the same time, I'm just like, if they say no, there's women in line. So it's like, why would you jeopardize everything to fucking force it, right?
On to the next one.
I know the Tupac one specifically was some bullshit. The Tyson one, Tyson was aggressive as fuck back in the day. So it's like that one is easy for the public to be like, oh, fuck him, he's guilty.
Yeah.
But the Tupac one, when you look at those, it's like he went to sleep. It was just because it was like he was the biggest name attached to the case. The Tupac one was bullshit.
Yeah, there's been some men that have lost their lives over a bad case, like over a false accusation that turned out years later that the girl lied or the court had it in for him. Like, especially black men have had a pretty tough time.
100%. Look at Kobe, bro.
Kobe got it, yeah.
Yeah. At one point, that was the worst thing that happened to him in his life.
Remember that
You know
case?
what I mean? Like,
they're like, we found 17 different strands of semen in your
bitch is
panties.
recreating Noah's Ark. Just recreating humanity.
Yeah, there's like one guy in the NFL right now that he went to jail for like 6 or 7 years because some girl like accused him. Then it got overturned later. Like she said, I was lying, whatever. Like this guy told me to lie. Like I think she had a boyfriend at the time, and like he made her like say it was rape. But then like years later, she's like, okay, it's kind of fucked up that I've been leaving this guy in jail for so long. And he was a very promising athlete and stuff. And I think he did end up making it to the league after, but he's never been like a star or
that's
anything.
such
He's just
a
like a
buzzkill.
fucking special teams guy now or whatever.
Yeah, because with sport like the NFL, it's all about like that youth, that energy. That 6 years, he could have been like, he would have been retired and had a chain of fucking Chick-fil-A's or whatever franchise they all got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bruh, that's a buzzkill. How do you pay that shit back? Like,
Rape accusations is a real buzzkill.
You cannot pay. Yeah, you can't pay that back. Like when the people get charged for murder and they do 20 years and they come out, they do a big lawsuit. You know, they get some millions to try to get their time back or money back. But in that case, what do you sue her obviously? But what can you get out of her? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
6 years, you were gonna get like, dude. That's I don't even know what the fuck you would do. At least comedy, it's no one would even believe. It's like
Comedy's fucked too.
Yeah, but it's like at least comedy, we make our money. We come to our careers come to fruition in later years.
Later, yeah.
So you can go down for some bullshit like that, come back out, and now you got some next story like Ali Siddiqui and shit. Like, you know, all these comedians that did a bunch of like they did time and they came out, and a lot of the act is about like, you know, incarceration and the whole like culture and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I like living different experiences to get good bits out of it, but I don't want to go to jail for one. Even if it,
Fuck no.
even if I got,
is that what I was saying?
even if I got 40
that's
minutes,
what I was saying. Let me fucking take that shit back, dude.
even if I got 40 minutes out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Your friends are like, at least you're gonna get, you get 5 to 10. At least
Yeah.
you're gonna get some good shit.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Like
dude.
one of my buddies is opening a shroom dispensary, and he asked me if I want to work there. And the pros and cons, like it's decent money and everything, but then the cons is like it might get raided and you might go to jail. And I'm like, well, I'm like, if I missed a good show that night, I could get some good material out of it. But the extra con is if I get something on my record that doesn't allow me to travel the States, I don't want to do that.
Short term,
So
short term gains, baby. That's it.
I'm staying away from that. But fucking yeah, man, because it would be nice to go to the States. Hopefully, like that's the dream, right? You're trying to go to the States eventually, right?
I'm working on that shit right now.
Yeah.
I'm working on that visa right now. But there's we barely tapped into Canada. That's what I'm realizing. And all the work I'm doing, like to try to get to the States, I'm like, dude, like I'm trying to line up shows in Sudbury and Kingston. Like, that's just in this province. We haven't even like, you know what I mean?
That's
like,
what I was saying.
I realized how eager I was to run to the States, and I'm still literally doing the visa so I can at least tour there. I want to do everything legit. I don't want to do any under the table shit. Because then you can't work with any legit people. You're like, yo, just don't put me on the poster and just pay me. Like, get the fuck out of here, you know? But so now I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, man, Ontario alone, Alberta alone, BC, up. There's like 50 legitimate places in this country that you could pack out a 100-seat venue. And it's like we're running to fucking hit, Seattle and fucking... and whatever the Houston, whatever the fuck, like Rochester, we got that shit right here. But obviously, the cream of the crop is the States, man. They got 10
if you
times
really
the
want
density.
your name to be out there, but you've made me think that there is money to be made in Canada.
Yeah,
you can make a living off comedy, maybe a little bit sooner than you think if you're down to tour constantly. Like you have to tour pretty heavily to make money, right?
bro. Like, yeah, you do. You got to be out there. But I realized, I'm like, man, I want to go to the States with a solid 45, you know? Like I can actually do a solid headlining set. And right now I'm doing headlining sets, obviously, but it's like in my own, whatever the fuck standards, I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm doing the time, but it's like, I want it to be when you see the show, you're like, it has that fucking quality. You ever see a show where you just see a comedian, you're like, who the fuck is that, right? Right? I feel like a lot of my shows, you know what I mean? I don't want to shit on I'm only 7 years in the game, but it's like good shows. I still don't have that like what the fuck quality, and that's what I'm going. I'd like to enter the States with that.
Right.
But then like we said, it's an older man's game, so this shit will take time. But still, bro, there's a lot to be made here, and I'm just trying to tap into it right now, man.
What out of all the cities you've done the touring at, what was your favorite, like most favorite city in Canada to hit? That was like a little bit of a surprise, at least, like that you're like, yeah, you'd be surprised, but you should definitely hit up Boom for comedy.
I mean, St. John's, Newfoundland.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. St. John's, Newfoundland is sick. They're down for comedy. They know they're out there. The East Coast is sick. They're like the oldest Canadians. It's like the oldest Canadian culture. So it feels a little like South of America, Europe. It feels older. Like they're like the culture's like 100 years older or something like that.
Wow.
I don't know what it is about it, but yeah, doing comedy was sick there. Edmonton is great for comedy. Just Alberta in general. They all got money. They're all showing up. They want comedy because it's hellish around them. Besides Banff and whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But it's like cold. It's flat. So they pull up. They all have union jobs. They all have trades. They're all like making.
Did you do any in Saskatchewan?
Not yet. I'm trying to line up something in Saskatoon.
Okay.
We should do something, by the way.
I'm down. I have one spot in Regina that we could hit.
Yeah?
I already talked to, like, they're down to do something. I just it was bad timing when I passed through last time.
Yeah, I just don't want to go to Regina anytime. When we go to Saskatoon, obviously we'll probably line something up in Regina just because,
I heard it's shit, but it's like, it's a big city. It's their big city.
The people from the province are like, Saskatoon's sick. You don't need to hit Regina. Everyone has said that.
Everyone says that, I know.
Saskatoon, don't need to hit Regina. But when you're there, you gotta, right?
Why not?
It's not
if
worth
we're all the way over
flight
there.
otherwise. Yeah.
But yeah, driving through Saskatchewan, what a
I'm not
boring
gonna-
place it looks like. But I imagine when you bring a show to town, like they probably do support it. And when I talked to one comedian that's in Regina, he was like, yeah, no, they get good support for their shows there. So
Yeah, I mean, like I'm saying, we went to places where it's like I already get the vibe that I would get in like Gander, Newfoundland, 13,000 population, like these buttfuck nowhere, way smaller than Regina.
right.
Regina has a university, I'm assuming. They have a college, I'm assuming, right? I mean,
assume.
it's a capital of Saskatchewan, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They got to have something there. So they're already plus relative to these places I've already been to. So I'm like, I want to go there just because, I'm Canadian. I've been in this country decades. I haven't seen that whole province. I got to see it. And I want to do Yukon. And I want to do
Right.
Northwest Territory. And I'd love to do a fucking show in Iqaluit, Nunavut, bro. Like, who the fuck is up there, dude?
None of it. Yeah.
Who's up
What's
there?
up there? None of
Yeah,
it.
what's up there? At the end of every joke, I'm gonna have none of it,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
everyone's like,
By the end of the show, they're like,
fuck
all
off,
right,
bro.
none of that anymore.
You've just been, and you're like,
Yeah, gotcha. Is there
And then
any
I get
city that you've been to
lynched
that
right
you're
after.
like, I don't want to go back to? Any city that was so shit that you're like, fuck that city, I'm never going back.
Well, Gander, Newfoundland specifically, not only was it like just a pit stop, but it was like I had a terrible set too. I had a terrible set and it was tiny. I'm like, I don't need to go back there anytime soon. Corner Brook, Newfoundland is sick. St. John's, Newfoundland is great. Halifax is great. Sydney, Nova Scotia, like 3-4 hours north of Halifax, great. They got like some university people show up. Bro, there's no town besides Gander. Lethbridge, Alberta has a sick club that Good Time, so I'd actually go back to that.
Yeah.
Honestly, in the whole tour, there's no city that I'm like, I'm definitely not going back there, except for Gander. Just because it's like running a show in St. Thomas, Ontario, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that was like at all.
Exactly. So it's like, or like whatever, 15,000. There's like 115,000 population places. You don't know their names.
You took
Let
one.
me just go to the 100,000 place nearby, and hopefully they can drive there.
Yeah, you took one gander, and you're like, nah.
Nah. A lot of people made that joke, yeah.
Yeah, I go for the low hanging fruit sometimes.
Yeah, it's actually your whole act.
My whole act, yeah, low hanging fruit. I've noticed that. I'm trying to.
That should be your album name, by the way.
Low hanging fruit.
Yeah,
and it's just
it's just you grabbing. It's like
me
a tree
picking
of
a fruit,
apples,
like
and
from
there's
my
one
ear.
real low.
I'm on a ladder.
You're on a
but-
chair. No, you're on a
and
chair.
I'm reaching down for it instead
Yeah.
of reaching up for
Yeah.
it. Did you ever go
James Cummins.
apple picking?
I have not.
Never in your life?
No. And I've dated white girls, so that's pretty crazy.
And we went as like a family when I was a kid.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
I bet you did.
I have a joke about it, but true story. My dad whipped an apple at me, hit me hard in the back, and it fucking hurt. Yo.
Yeah?
And then like the payback was like my mom's like, okay, your dad will stand still. You can throw one as hard as you want back at him. But I was like 6 years old. I threw it as hard as I could, and he tried to act. I was like,
An apple's a hard
I know I
fucking
can't
hit.
throw. I
Yeah.
was like, it's like fucking. It just like tapped him.
He's like, you're going to be a bitch.
Yeah, for sure. My dad was definitely disappointed in my athletic prowess.
Yeah?
I was good at wrestling and good at football, but that wasn't until like later. That was like, so from grade kindergarten to grade 8, I wasn't that good at any sport. Like I played a little soccer, but my dad was like a god of soccer. Like people that grew up with him at that
Your
time.
dad's like English or Irish or
he's
something?
Irish.
Yeah.
He has so many stories about like scoring from half, scoring from a corner kick. He was like a crazy goal scorer.
Yeah.
And me, I had, I'll tell you, in grade 9 when I tried out for the soccer team, the coach said to me, "You got the rapist touch." Like when the ball touched my foot, it would just go flying somewhere else. Like I had a mind for the game, but my touch was so like not smooth.
The rapist touch. That's I bet you that guy's not teaching anymore, huh?
Yeah,
you got the rapist touch. You know that?
Yeah. So yeah, my dad
This
was
guy's
disappointed
really a
in that.
predator out there on the field. This guy's good. How he
was an
describes
insult.
every player
Yeah,
as
yeah.
an assault related.
That's why, like,
simile.
then I started playing linebacker in football, and that having the rapist touch at linebacker, that's something you want.
Yeah.
Go out there.
A lot of guys in the
Fuck those
NFL,
guys over there.
they took that rapist touch to the pro level. You know what I mean?
Did you play any sports in high school?
Yeah, I was on the fucking select basketball team. I was
Okay.
a wrestling team.
Wrestling too, eh?
Yeah.
Me too, yeah.
Soccer in grade school. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, wrestling is the one I did the latest, and basketball is the one that I actually tried really hard, and only made it to the select is like the fucking retard team essentially.
Oh, no.
It's like just garbage players
Yeah,
that
yeah.
couldn't make it. But it's like we have enough that have hopes and couldn't make it that we can make another team for you guys. You know, but I remember I remember being in the one select game where it's like we're playing another team's garbage team,
Right.
And I had a breakaway and I ran really quick and I went for a layup. But you know when you run really fast and the ball still has all your speed and you didn't like feather it in, so when it hits the backboard, it flies back.
Yeah.
I remember in that moment just being like, "That's why I'm not on the team."
That's funny.
That's
I never even
I
tried
belong
out for
here.
basketball. I thought I sucked at basketball in high school, and I wasn't that good. But it was because when I played with my friends, like in driveways and stuff, like or outside on the playground, not in like a gym. My friends were really good. Like a couple of my boys won Hoop It Up 2 years in a row. Like they were like really good at ball. So I'm like, I suck. But then when I went away to school at Guelph, and I was just playing with like other white people, I'm like,
You're the
I'm not
tallest
that
person in
bad.
golf. Yeah.
I'm not that like I had a decent mid range, like I could get around people, and I just wasn't playing people that like made me like so nervous to even dribble the ball. Like when you're playing someone that's like really good and it's like you dribble, it's like oh I'm panicking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just the energy.
But then once I found out I was like not horrible, when I went back to play with my friends, I'm like okay now I can knock down a couple of shots. Like I'm at least comfortable with the ball. In my hands.
I'm like I'm gonna stay out here in the three point line.
Yeah.
Nice and safe out here.
Safe.
Step zone.
This is where the white man's supposed to be.
Exactly. Stay in my place.
Yeah.
Stay out of that key.
Stay out of the key. That's the part. Yeah. Fuck, man. Yeah. But I wish I played more ball in high school because it made me better at catching footballs. I was good at football, but I played corner and I was like, I would bat the ball away. I didn't get a lot of interceptions. I got a couple, but not many. But I feel like if I played ball in high school, I would have been fucking picking off everything.
I mean, it's a different ball. It's a whole different way. Like I never had an issue grabbing or catching a basketball, but a football is a completely different thing. Especially if it's a spiral or a fucked up toss.
Right.
It's a completely different catch. Is it coming to the middle? Is it low? Is it high? Basketball is like it's a sphere that can. It's either spinning or still. There's no
Either way, bouncing, dribbling, it just makes your hands better.
Can get
Makes
it
your
like
hand-eye
this,
coordination
and
better.
it drops and dribbles and you go. Football, one catch, it can go different directions. I like football too, but those guys, I was thinking about joining the team because I actually I'd be like probably like a receiver. I'd be like a meh receiver. I was quick, right? But their fucking practices were so long, bro. The high school was right next to my house in the football field. I'd be doing jobs. Like I'd be dipping a Best Buy and doing jobs. And I just see those guys like school's out like what 3:30 in high school.
Yeah.
It'd be like 5:15. They're still like I'm like oh my god.
Yeah.
I seen that shit. I was like fuck that.
Well, because it takes time to put on the equipment, and then you do like a long ass warm up and stretch, and then you do the practice, and then at the end they'll make you like run like crazy.
Yeah.
I remember one time, like I don't know if we had a bad game or something, or maybe we were just acting like idiots, but the coach made us just run the field and run up this hill and go back and forth like a bunch of times, and there was like big O lineman like crying by the end of it.
they'll
Like it
throw
was
up,
like
too.
it was bad. Yeah.
Do you see that one high school basketball coach or whatever got fired because he told the students like if you're late you got to run suicides or whatever. He got fired for it.
Wow.
Is that which I don't even understand.
Yeah, we had to do that all the time.
You know, he didn't even go like if you're late you gotta fucking be carrying a tampon for a week or some shit that I could see nowadays bullshit to get. But if they're not even doing suicides, if there's no punishment system for punctuality, then what the fuck's even happening?
You know how you do like a lot of the job interview stuff? Like that's one of your content that you put out on Instagram a lot.
Yeah.
You ever do a job interview for a high school football coach or a high school like something coach?
I haven't. No.
I think that's a fun one. Yeah.
Give me the beats right now.
Beats.
What would I
Am I
say?
interviewing you? Or
No, we don't have to do the exact thing. But what's the joke is everyone's a sissy now. The school board will fire them for anything. This is like the joke.
Right. Well, I think you should go like the old school way. Like what a high school football coach used to be. At least that's because what I know. It like you got to tell these kids like step on those other kids' fucking throats and not let them up. It's what they need. You know? How you gonna get the boys fired up? Well, I'm gonna tell them to go out there and put their foot on their fucking throat and don't let them up.
Exactly. I want one of the members in the ICU by the end of the fucking game.
Yeah.
The ICU, the ambulance is here. All right, don't waste it. Do you understand? It's like
Pain is weakness leaving the body. Yeah.
That's all the shit they were saying in boot camp, huh?
Really, eh?
Pain is weakness leaving the body. The best was we had one sergeant that was like, I don't play. You understand that? Go. I don't play. when I was a kid during recess, I didn't go out. You know why? Because I don't play. We're like,
That's
oh,
fun. I love that.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm using that on stage.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, man. I had one high school
What do
football
you do
coach.
during recess? Play? Not me.
I didn't play. I don't play.
I don't play.
No, I did. I love to play.
Yeah, me too. Oh, bro, I was fucking just frolicking.
Frolicking.
Bro, I fucking coined the term horseplay, bro.
Did you?
No.
Were you a horseplay guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you ever have like?
Stop horsing around.
Did you ever have friends like sleep over and then you're playing in the basement or whatever and your dad comes in and he's like, "Why aren't you guys fucking asleep?" Like that. Did you ever have sleepovers?
We did. It's not at my house.
True.
Because it was like the very Muslim, like no one is. We had some friends crash or because it's like a big family thing or something like that. But if I had a sleepover, it'd always be somebody else's place. But I like if we're having too much fun, it'd be like my Sudani friends' dads. He's always like, if you're like having too much fun, he's like, that's gay essentially.
Wow.
Like, hey, what are you doing here? Like, separate.
What, you guys laughing and giggling? The hell?
What are you fucking gay fucks? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that was the thing. It's always like we couldn't be too bubbly.
Right.
And when he's around, when he shows up, we all have to be like quieter and like, you know, just kind of like military. That's why boot camp was so easy for me, bro.
Yeah. You're like, I'm Muslim. I get it.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I was getting the drill sergeant. Like, I didn't know about constructive criticism until boot camp. It was destructive up until that point.
All
I was
your
like,
criticism
damn, there's
was-
a flip side to this shit.
Wow. Do you remember any harsh, destructive criticism your parents gave you? Like that actually like left an impact on you? You're like, fuck, man. I'll
You know
never
what?
do that
One
again.
thing my dad did that like fucked up all the siblings, and I still, you know, I obviously, you know, you're working on this shit, but my dad would mimic you in a very belittling way. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So you'd
I'm
be
a
like-
boss. I'm
Yeah,
a little.
exactly.
I'm a little pussy.
I'm a little fag. You know what I mean?
Oh, Mr. Wahab.
You're
chill.
like, fuck, I just asked for the salt. Goddamn.
Yeah.
But like, let's say you'd be like, Dad, I need money. I need $10 for the trip. Like school trip. $10 for school trip. $10 for school trip. But it's like, it would make you never want to. Bro, that's why
Yeah.
I would just avoid my dad for years because it's like, whatever. You can't ask him for money.
Yeah.
You can't ask a question, and he just demands. You know, my dad's like, you know, he just comes in and just demands stuff.
And then
There's no, like,
cut to 40 years later, you're wiping his ass, or 20 years later.
That's
you're wiping
happening now, bro.
I know.
My dad had a stroke.
Oh, you need to wipe your ass.
your diaper doctor. Yeah, I need a personal support worker.
If you do that, then you.
Oh, I'm out of my fucking diabetes medication.
If you did that to your dad.
Oh, there's fluid in my lungs, and I need to go to the ICU.
Oh, I cannot get up the stairs by myself. I'm a little baby. Yeah, you should try that on your dad and whisper in his ear. Remember that?
Yeah,
Remember that?
exactly. Just passive aggressive as fuck, psychopath.
Is he mentally there or is he mentally gone?
That's the hardest part. He's got dementia too, but he had a stroke. He's bedridden at the house. He can't eat. All the fluid and food goes into the stomach directly as a G tube. He can't walk. He can't talk. He can't move. Nigga's full vegetable. The doctors say he has dementia. You gotta like do a blinking system with him sometimes if you really gotta communicate with him. But it's like, I don't even know. I like to think I could, you know, when I pull up to the house, I'm like, yeah, but you know, it's me. And then he's like, then he'll kind of get happy and like smile a little bit and like laugh a little bit, right? So I'm like, okay, he recognizes me. But when I'm saying shit to him, because, you know, I'll just be like, yeah, everything's good in Toronto. I'm doing the comedy and give him updates and shit like that. But I don't know if he's...
Your mom's not with him.
She is.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, he's at the house. He's in the living room.
For some reason, I thought your parents split up
They did. And
they
they
did.
got back together.
for him just because he's.
It was the craziest thing I ever seen because my mom is so Muslim. So they broke up and then, or they split up after, you know, years of just fucking war zone shit. And then his health deteriorated. But so then she was taking care of him, but she wouldn't let him see him without the hijab on because like you can't see the hair unless you're married. So she would prep a meal and be like, take that in for him. And then now he can't even eat. So it's like she'd do the thing and be like, go do that for him. And then one day they're like, okay, let's get, based on her end, I'm assuming. So they got the fucking Sudani priest imam guy came to the house. He did a fucking Wingardium Leviosa. And like right away, like within 1 second, she's just in the living room. Now they're watching a movie. Like it was like that. It was 0 to 100. Just like, I'm like, man, this is this is crazy.
I wonder if my mom would take my dad back when he's all old and broken because he's Like my mom's like an old school Catholic too, and she never like I think she went on like one date after and then she's like, no, I'm a one man woman.
I think
I'm
she
a
would because
yeah.
because at my dad's state, I can tell that my mom taking care of him, it's like God's work. You know what I mean? Like it guarantees her heaven. Like I'm like she's doing this shit for the points. I can see how she's doing it.
True.
This
She's like, this is
God's
not about
work.
you.
This is
Yeah.
like your mom could not. It was. Is your mom very Catholic?
She grew like now. I
Till
don't.
this day, does she go to church?
Nah, she kind of like.
Then she may not give a fuck.
She may not.
She
Yeah,
may just fucking point to the.
She was all the way
folks.
up until when he left her, and then she kind of like was like she's been real loose with the playing it fast and loose since then.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying in terms of like she never moved on to like try
No,
and find
just
a new
one
guy
date,
or
but she's getting it. Huh? She's not trying to catch feelings though, huh?
okay, I don't think my mom's out there fucking.
Yeah.
She's not doing bitches 101.
I don't
The
know,
reverse.
man. It sounds like she didn't go back to the church, huh?
She didn't go back to the church.
She's like, none of these priests want me. They're all looking at the boys.
The priest said to her when she told him like about what happened with my dad. He's like, oh, he's having he's going through male menopause. That's what
He said that.
That's what he said.
No.
Yeah,
He'll come around.
Irish
He
priest.
didn't come around.
He didn't come around.
He did not come around.
He's too. He's
He
too
actually,
ashamed of
that's what he's
himself.
been doing, though, coming around, huh?
Yeah, coming around.
Literally exactly what he's doing.
His new Brazilian wife.
Is she hot?
She's no. She has a hot daughter.
She's they're wifed up though, like married.
Yeah, they got married.
Word.
My dad wore an all white suit to the wedding.
God damn,
I was like, you look like you're going to first communion. You look
I was
ridiculous.
gonna say that's the way of telling people I did coke back in the day. Maybe right now still.
Maybe. Yeah. That's what a change, man.
All white. Anytime I'm wearing any white thing is just fucking stressful, bro. Even though that's why I don't buy any white shirts anymore.
Yeah.
All white shoes, I can't. I've been ambitious. I always go ambitious. I get burnt. I go fuck it, no more. And then 3 years go by. I'm like, you know what? I can take care of some white shoes. I could, fucking 2 days into it, spaghetti comes out of nowhere. Boom, it's over. And then I'm like, fuck. 5 years go by. I could do a white jacket. Same shit.
I noticed in comedy, like most people wear black.
Bro, it's an artist thing.
We're all Johnny Cash.
Yeah, it's an art. I think it's an artist thing.
I'm the man that dressed in black. All black. I don't know how the song goes.
But you got the voice though, huh?
Yeah. I've done some Johnny Cash out of
fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, and the flames they went higher.
and it burn, the ring of fire. I've done some Johnny Cash at karaoke, and I've said that before, and I'll say it again. The cardinal rule with Johnny Cash is don't do Ring of Fire, because you think it's going to be the fun one. It's fun for the choruses, but the verses aren't fun. The funnest Johnny Cash song to sing for karaoke is Folsom Prison Blues.
Really?
I hear the train a-coming, it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't hearing the sunshine since I don't know when. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. You never heard that one?
That last line.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that. No.
Yeah. It's a good one. Woo!
You ever been to Key West, Florida?
No.
That's where all the drunks of America are. That's where they all go. That's where all the authors, Hemingway, all these motherfuckers go drink themselves to death. And those guys, I mean, karaoke is just wherever people are drunk, there's going to be karaoke.
Right.
So Key West, people do karaoke like fucking Chinatown. You know what I mean? They go for it, which is more like a Korean, Japanese thing, I think. But like, they go for it, bro. I was just remember weekdays, 2 a.m., we're going hard on the karaoke. And like, it'd be like 3 or 4 older couples who clearly the wife has like used to sing when she had an angelic voice in her, and this is how she like fosters that part of her. They're just at the bar, and then every now and she'd come up and she would just be like, and then they would just they're not in with everyone.
Yeah,
like you could tell the wives just come to get this singing thing out of them.
Right.
I've never seen like, usually it's like I go to these Asian spots where you get your own room.
Oh yeah.
And everyone's fucking lit in there, and you see people spilling out of other rooms. This is like a bar where people are just like bar flies, and then this old like leather skin lady just comes up and sings beautifully, and just goes, and her husband just like kisses her on the cheek.
Yeah.
And they just go back to drinking Miller, you know?
It's crazy, like with the Asians that can barely speak English, but they can sing perfect in English. Have you ever seen that?
Because they've been practicing overseas.
When I did Canadian Idol, Did I tell you that?
No way.
Yeah.
Actually?
Yeah.
You waited in long ass line and shit?
Yep. I was there late in the day, too. I came late.
When was this?
This is like, I was probably like 18, 19. I was young.
Yeah, that's
like
that's that stupid
Long
confidence.
time. Yeah. And before I smoked a lot of weed, my voice was different. I could sing a little. I could
You got
hit
that
higher
altar
notes.
boy shit, huh?
Yeah. I sang.
That's when the priest touches you. He's like, give me that E
Yeah.
flat, baby.
I sang
I
John
don't know if
Legend, Save Room.
How does that one go?
Say that you'll stay a little.
Oh, that
Don't
was his main
say
one.
bye-bye tonight.
Tonight.
So I actually brought sunglasses to it. And I said, they said, introduce yourself. I said, my name is James Cummins, and I'm about to make it hot. And then I put the glasses on.
They're like,
Smooth that.
they're like, I'm gonna do one line so the X is extra quick. I'm just gonna get ready.
No,
on
they
that
actually
second.
said, they're like, you were good, but we're only looking for people we can visualize in the top 10 right now.
Yeah.
And you ain't
We're
it.
looking for people with sex appeal, so we appreciate you coming out. Maybe do the next course in bitches.
But-
have you done the bitches course?
Yeah, you're going to need to get some bitches on your record.
We're doing 301 minimum as prerequisites.
Walk in with a couple bitches on your arm and then sing that song.
Is there footage of it anywhere?
Betty, I wish, yo.
Bro.
Nah, man.
That would be the fucking funniest shit to see.
I would love to see that. I remember.
Did you
when I
get a
was
laugh
wearing
when
it.
you did the glasses?
Oh
thing?
yeah, they like that part.
Yeah.
The reason I brought it up about the Asians being able to sing in English. There was a guy in line ahead of me that couldn't speak any English. He comes out, gold ticket. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And everyone's like, can you sing for us? And then
What's his name? What's his name? William Hung?
He wasn't William Hung.
Yeah.
No,
She bang. She bang.
she bang, she bang. He wasn't that good of a singer. This guy
Yeah,
was
but
like,
that guy was a legend though.
this guy got the gold ticket. We're like, what happened? Can you sing for us? He's like, I guess. Somebody starts playing on the guitar. Ding, 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 ding. And then he just starts belting out, when the night
Oh, it was
has
like beautiful.
come. And he was singing perfect English, and it sounded great. And we're like, yo, yeah. Take my gold ticket too, bro.
He's practicing 8 times the amount of other people. He doesn't even know the words.
Yeah. He doesn't know what, yeah. He just knows how to, say it, sound it out.
Because you probably have to learn the translation and the words just to really get what it's being said.
It was so cool because I don't even remember. Maybe I'm just making it sounds more amazing in
it
my
was
head.
20 years ago?
But the guy that played the guitar wasn't like, what song do you want me to play? He just was like, can you sing a little something for us? Ding, 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 ding.
Maybe that's what he sang when he was up there.
When the night has come. Yeah. Oh man, it was sick.
Oh, you know what? He could literally just be a karaoke autistic level guy. That like any of the, I bet you played any Whitney Houston. He played, if he starts going dun 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 dun, and then he starts
What
lose
song is that?
yourself. Lose yourself.
Oh, lose yourself.
Yeah, like
you know what
he-
you should sing at karaoke?
What?
ABBA.
Imagine.
Now we got Abbas with ABBA.
I've got 4 of the same letters in my name.
Yeah.
Don't know any of their songs, but I'm a narcissist.
You know?
I remember in the
Dancing
Navy,
Queen?
I didn't want to do Navy. They got karaoke in Halifax, the Borden, the base, not Borden. The base is out there in Halifax.
Yeah.
And I remember they're like, "Come on, sing!" I'm like the one black guy there at the time, so obviously they're like, "We got one ready for you." I go up, it's fucking Afro Man.
Oh.
Cause I got high.
Yeah.
Good. Of course they're gonna do it. And then it was woo, and it's the easiest song to sing too.
Yeah.
You know, cause I got high.
Yeah, that's a good one.
When I was in school,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I was gonna clean my room, but then I got high. I was gonna run up, and then I went to, but then I got high. I don't even remember.
My room is still a mess, and I know why. Why, man? Hey, cause I got high. Cause I got high. Cause I got high.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Dude. He had another good song that underrated called Colt 45. You know that one?
Yeah, Colt
45 and 2 zigzags. Baby, that's all we need. Yeah. A blind man walked past the fish market and he said, "Ooh, what's that smell?" It's like, "Oh, baby."
That shit was the hottest shit at one point. It was like the black Weird Al Yankovic, essentially.
I never watched that one either. Weird Al has like
He's
a
got
biopic
funny
too.
ones, but they're, you know, it was more like a...
No, I mean the movie that came out about Weird Al.
That's recent too.
Harry Potter plays him.
Actually?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, Danny Radcliffe.
Isn't that hilarious? You could never escape that motherfucking role, Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, I know
Now
his
go
name.
crawl back to... Yeah, exactly.
And I still call him
And I
Harry
don't
Potter
care, yeah.
because like that's
Even
who
The
he is.
Rock escaped it. Even people... No,
People still call him The Rock.
You could say Dwayne Johnson. I'd be like, yeah. If
Yeah.
people go Daniel Radcliffe,
I wouldn't
I
know.
would correct them.
You
to
could
Harry
say
Potter.
Dwayne. I would say The Rock though.
But everyone says Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
that's
Are you done with acting?
Fuck no.
You still want to like, but stand-up comedy number 1, acting number 2.
Yeah, it's all together. Bro, we're just about to start writing a show. We're fucking amped about it. Me, Mark Corliss, and Conrad Ose.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Conrad's a beast
We
with
wrote
the short films and stuff.
Yeah, and Mark is a fucking high-level director, too.
Nice.
He's been in the game forever. But, yeah, man, I'm fucking amped. We got some CBC interest. So we're going to get this one production company to come and oversee. We're going to do a 3-day intensive. Because we already have this idea that
you told me
it's a show called Not Working.
Okay.
It's loosely based on what happened, how I was doing engineering and I didn't like it and I left it. But this show is like more so than leaving corporate to go into comedy. You get fired from corporate. You go, fuck it. I'm just going to figure out what I can do, like just make my money to live.
Yeah.
Doing random shit. So he starts like flipping shit on Kijiji. This is all shit I did at one point, trying to make a nut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're just trying to create a show out of this. And it got shelved 2 years ago. But now CBC dropped mad shows. And they're looking for programming hard.
Nice.
And Mark's Connect is in with them. He's a production company who's now like qualified to pitch. So, and we're like the most developed thing they have, because they're gonna get paid if they get it going, right? So they're like, yo, okay, let's go, let's get in. They're flying in from Halifax.
Amazing.
Bro, I'm amped. We'll see what happens.
I would suggest one episode while you're finding different ways to make money, you get a sugar mama played by
That's one episode we have already.
Can I suggest somebody to play her?
If you're gonna say Janice Israelov?
No, I was gonna say
she's already in it.
I was gonna say Tori Spelling.
Tori Spelling. Who's that again?
She's in 90210, but she's
that's in America.
She's been there, done
we don't
that.
have access to
she's
that,
around now.
We ain't got access to that.
She's here every week on this episode, on this podcast.
Legit? Oh, so her career's done. Oh, then we absolutely.
Her career's done. If you're talking about her here, her career's done. Yeah. No, yeah. Tori Spelling, reach out to her. If you get her on the show, we're gonna clip this.
This is purgatory. This is career. If you're here and you were once fucking something, that's it. This is the telltale sign.
The final episode of this show, she will be a guest, and we'll talk about how she liked working with Abbas Wahab.
Yeah. Oh, Abbas. love that those actor people.
Yeah.
Love Abbas. You don't even know.
Have you ever had to do a kissing scene?
Not yet.
Would you?
Yeah, of course.
Your girl would be mad?
Maybe. She probably would be.
Yeah, but fuck her, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
whoa. Get paid, baby. Gotta get paid.
Yeah. That's that whole negging thing. Yeah. I was kissing girls at work today, baby.
Yeah, it wasn't even called for in the scene, baby.
Oh, shit.
But I'm method acting. I went for it.
She's like, you're writing the show.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, then Abbas fucks every day. Random chicks. Like, why are you writing all this? It has nothing to do with the plot line. I just thought it's 3-dimensional with the character, you know?
Yeah, just spice it up a little bit. People love it.
You're having an orgy in a strip club, but like you were doing a Kijiji sale. Yeah, you know something. You know, you try to sell something, but you end up in a strip club having an orgy. I mean, it just once you watch it, it'll make sense.
Would you do a gay scene?
I actually got auditioned to do like if it's kind of gay.
You did a casting couch?
No, I didn't do that. But like the audition, my
the director's
agent reached out. She's
why
like,
don't you come over here and sit on my lap?
Yeah, exactly.
See how comfortable you feel.
Like,
so your agent asked if you're comfortable with it, and you said
this scene was extra aggressive though. And I was like, no, fuck that shit. It was next level. It was like a gay orgy scene. I'm like, no. I don't
what if Denzel was one of the guys that you're in the orgy with? Would you do it?
Why? Is that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just fuck Denzel? Why are we even acting? You know?
Yeah.
Cut to the chase, bro.
I'm trying to think of a good Denzel impression in an orgy.
If there's one where you're just like, you know how the I don't want to kiss. I don't want to kiss a guy, but you know, Modern Family, how the two gay parents or whatever, how they are. You know, they're kind of flamboyant and they're just like always there's some drama.
Yeah,
I'd 100% do that.
One of them's not gay in real life too.
Yeah, I think
the one that's more gay in the show is not gay in real life.
The smaller guy.
No.
The bigger guy's more gay?
In the show, I'd say.
He's like not gay?
He's more flamboyant. Yeah.
He's not actually gay?
No.
I thought the gay community would have been mad about that shit.
No, the other guy's definitely gay though.
Yeah. Isn't it funny the gay community's not mad about that? Because if you like pretend to have a fucking busted leg, the crippled community comes after you.
Yeah. But not that fast though.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. See, check out Low Hanging Fruit coming out next week. All platforms. He's not reaching. He is not reaching.
I don't reach.
Yeah.
I don't reach for material. It's right here. I could do it with short arms.
But I'm surprised the the LGBTQs weren't like it has to be, but it's acting. Who gives a fuck at the end of the day?
I think Modern Family came out before
The whole thing.
before that.
Their grandfather did.
Yeah, and people love him. He's great at it.
The big guy.
Yeah.
So he's straight in real life.
I'm pretty sure.
That blows my mind.
Yeah, he talks like this. He's like, from
I don't think he has a
Kansas
really
City,
southern
Missouri.
accent like
No. He's from Missouri. He has a Midwest accent.
Like in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, word. Yeah. Okay.
Midwester.
Because he's kind of like this in the show.
Yeah, he's
right?
not like that in
Yeah,
real life.
yeah.
I've heard, and the reason I know that is because I've heard him on like football podcasts. He's a big football fan.
Oh yeah. God damn. I bet they go in. That's his show's like syndicated. So he's just watching games. You know, there's all these fucking like homophobic like hardcore fans just like, I saw you on the TV. Where's that little fairy boy you got with you? It's a show. Yeah, I bet it is, huh? Sissy boy.
Yeah. Oh, you like to act, do you?
Yeah. You're like, I made $12 million the last season. Oh. The guy loses his southern accent. It's like, oh.
So you're willing to do a gay scene, just not a gay orgy? That's aggressive.
I don't want to kiss a guy, but I'll hold a guy's hand and pretend for the whatever the fuck. I'll do that.
You wouldn't kiss?
I don't want to kiss a guy.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, do you want to kiss a guy?
No.
You know, on camera?
No, but that's me. I'm not into
I mean,
acting.
that's me. What the fuck? you made it sound like, but that's me. That's literally what I'm telling you.
No, but I wonder, like, would I have done more, be willing to do more, like, gay shit for jokes if I didn't grow up with Jamaicans? Because I feel like
Bro, even the next
Jamaican
level
culture is
Jamaicans-
what makes me think, like, I could never kiss a guy. Like, because I know so many comedians that, like Joe Botello, he's been on the show before, or the last fucking 2
They're free.
podcasts
Those
ago I
guys are
had.
free, right?
And he's like, I've kissed 5 comedians.
Yeah, no, they're free. Because he's a father. He doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But I grew up in like the crazy Muslim community.
That's the thing. Yeah.
So it's same type of thing as you, where we've got this dialogue in our head, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like
You're
acting at the end of the day. Even
But
while
you probably have some friends and some family members that would like.
even the holding hand scene. While I'm looking at it, the first thing I'm thinking is, where's this gonna come out, and who do I know that's gonna watch this?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's literally who gives a fuck? You know, this pays my. If I hold this guy's hand and say these 2 lines and am on set that day, that's my rent cover for a month.
And they say, "What are you, a whore?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Why do you?
Why don't you just go be a prostitute then?
Till this day, I get.
You're gonna go hold the dick.
I get flack
Get paid
for doing
for
a
it.
beer commercial, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Which beer?
I beatboxed in it too. Molson, me and Chris Robinson.
Canadian?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
They're
drink
just
it.
like, man, and people are circulating it. You're sponsoring beer. You're like, get the fuck out of here, yo. I'm trying to fucking get my rent paid, yo.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Imagine they see the kissing scene and it's a beer. Imagine it was an alcohol gay scene. That's like it. Once you do that, you've kind of like opened the door to. That's
Yeah,
the
you
one
do
where
it.
it's like kicking the door. You'll lose everyone that's like not with you.
Yeah.
And is too staunch religious, and you're just free at that.
You do a commercial for gay vodka?
Gay, yeah, exactly.
It's like
It's like
2
hey,
shots of
whoever's still with me is with me till the end.
That's crazy. Yeah. Well, anyways, anything to promote before you go? I kept you longer than you wanted to be here. Sorry, man.
What's funny is before we came on, I was like, let's end on gay vodka. You know, let's end on that shit. That's a strong plug. Immigrant Section Podcast. Check it out and. Check out the shows. I'm fucking all over Ontario. Tickets at abbaswahab.com. Montreal, Toronto. I don't know who watching this. Montreal, Toronto, Hamilton, whatever the fuck.
And I'm going to be on the Montreal one and the Windsor one. I think it's
By
April.
the way, and another one. I want
By
to
the
put on
way,
the Harrison
you're
one.
not actually.
Yeah. Ooh, I want to talk to you
Oh,
about
sorry.
that.
Actually,
Ooh.
you're not coming
You probably want to
anymore.
go ahead and just end this.
I think it's April 2nd and April 7th. If I'm
No, April 7th is Windsor.
Okay.
April fucking Montreal is jerking me around with the date, so I gotta figure that shit out.
And then what's the other place you want
Harrison.
to
I think you'd be sick to come.
Where's
up
Harrison?
with it. It's butt fuck nowhere, bro.
What's the date?
I think the 15th of April.
Okay, we'll put the dates here and whatever else you want to promote. And yeah, come check us out. I'm going to be hosting for you in a couple places or doing opening spots, whatever. And we're going to have a good ass time. Thanks for coming through. Abbas
Always.
Wahab, yo.
Peace.
Peace.